All right, it's time for our celebrity chef, and today we have Eric Junklaus from Tony's Seafood Restaurant in Cedar Key. You have definitely braved the elements to come here this morning, so
Absolutely.
we appreciate you being here. What you cooking?
Well, we got clam chowder.
Oh man,
And,
this is the world famous clam chowder.
This is the world champion 3-time clam chowder from Cedar
World
Key.
champion 3 times.
Now you
Up
were
in New
mentioning
England.
you actually ship this clam chowder all over the world for people that would like
all
it.
over the continental USA.
Okay, so not all. So if anyone that lives outside the country cannot obtain this, but anyone that lives inside the U.S. can. Okay.
Yeah, and they're always welcome to fly to Cedar Key and have some from anywhere.
Or
in the
they're
world.
welcome to go to the restaurant. Perfect.
It's a great
So
little fishing
there's
community.
quite a few ingredients here. So what's
them
the best
all
way to
lined up,
start?
Yeah, we have spices here, which is what Tony's chowder is all about. It's kick up your chowder a little bit, give it some flavor.
Sounds good.
A lot of chowders are kind of bland, typically thin.
They can be.
Not this chowder. This chowder's got flavor.
Including bacon, I see.
Oh yeah,
Love the bacon.
Bacon is really essential to a great clam chowder.
Okay.
I mean, it just makes a difference in the world. So what we're doing today is we're going to show you how we make our chowder.
Okay.
And I don't do this a lot, so you guys are kind of privileged to actually see this recipe.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take a little bit of this onion and go into the bacon. And we're going to go with a little bit of this celery. And we're going to kick that up a little bit. How about a little bit of garlic?
I see the garlic.
We like garlic.
Looking good.
You ever heard of that before? A little garlic in your chowder?
I'm Italian. It's in our blood.
Sounds good. I like to put garlic in breakfast cereal.
I was just going to say that, Art.
Were you going to say that?
I was going to say I eat garlic in my cereal, which I don't, but I might one day.
Okay, so what we do is we just kind of saute this up just a little bit, break it down. And of course, we got the finished product over there, so we're going to have to kind of move right along.
Do we need to add any of the other ingredients on the end? Do you need me to grab those?
Well, they're going to come into play, but one of the tips that I usually try to say is that use clam juice in your base. Now, I've already got the base here, so the base is here.
As opposed to
as stock.
Clam juice.
Instead of like a vegetable stock or a beef stock or something like that, which some people do, but we suggest you use that. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of this into your base once you've got your base made, which is just usually flour and butter when you make your base.
Good,
And at that point, I think it's time to go ahead with some half and half and heavy cream, not regular milk. You want to get the good stuff in there.
Now you are you guesstimating here?
Yeah, this is for a small pot.
This guy is that good.
I would not be able to guesstimate. It would end up being like half.
It's about half and half.
Cream if it were up to me.
Okay, now there's a lot of spices you can put in your chowder, and basically, just to back up for a second, red onion, red potato is what we like to use. Now, some people don't typically use the red onion. They use the white onion and white potatoes, but we like the red. So
red has a little more flavor.
They kick it up. They give it some flavor.
Absolutely.
And that's what you want.
I'm a red onion fan.
So once you get your bacon, your garlic, and your onion into your base, and you stir it up a little bit, you're obviously going to want to use some potato and some clam.
Well, there's your clam. Now, are those local clams from the Cedar Key area, or where's your source for your clams?
Well, we use all kinds of clams because we put more clams in our chowder than any other chowder you'll see. Our chowder actually has like double the clams.
Bring on the clams. I don't like when I have a clam chowder with no clams in it. So.
I hear you.
This is good.
Let's just put a little bit of potato into the pot.
Like we got about 30 seconds left. So.
All right. So are we going to scoop up the finished product here? I'm going to go ahead and do the serving since I'm okay at that point.
Yeah. Now, we're going to put this recipe up on the website a little later on today. Are you going to give us most of your secrets? Probably not all, though, are you?
Well, I can't give you all of them, but I'll give you a lot of them, and I'm doing it today right here.
Later on today, we'll have that.
Okay, you're going to put your dry spice in here, and now you're ready to get going here. Let this heat up, and we suggest you use a crock pot.
Yeah, just
take it out of here, get it in the crock pot, and give it a few seconds.
Ooh, look at this.
Let's give it a try,
all right.
And I wish that the viewers could smell this because it's delicious. Hopefully it won't burn my mouth.
It's really hot.
And then I'm going to have trouble talking the rest of the show.
Well.
That's some of the best clam chowder I've ever had. I think this beats the stuff my dad threw back from Maine when I was a kid. This is good.